online in green.
That is correct, yeah. At the time that this report was generated last week, it was offline. That has been brought online today. So the crews have been working hard over the last 2 weeks to get both that and the oxidation ditch back online, and those are both back online. So another thing to highlight, not only want to brag on the guys for knocking out two major jobs, but also highlight our partnership with Piedmont Maintenance Services. If you remember, the quote that we received to replace the clarifier drive was more than the clarifier itself. It came in just under $60,000. Our relationship with this maintenance group likely saved the town budget about 80% of that, so we expect them to come much under that. I will share those numbers with you next month. Also, the remaining amount of major work, Inframark went ahead and took care of, just to show our partnership and to get the facilities ahead. So excellent services there. I would say I had the ballpark the savings probably close to $60,000 to $80,000 in total, so very significant.
This pump, this 6-inch diesel pump, how much longer we have to run
It's really up to the state of the intake project. I think the parts for the intake itself, which should resume construction, are scheduled to be here by the 1st of October conservatively. And then just waiting on that that project to go on. I believe the schedule is hopeful that that's up and running by the end of this year. We will find out more tomorrow during our next progress update. Any other questions on the financials? I had a few quick project highlights. The disinfection of the new lines in the system as part of the water intake project, we believe have ceased. We will confirm that tomorrow. If that part of the project is done, we will be able to pick up the hypochlorite trials at the water treatment plant. We've been back and forth with BDH, and everybody's on the same page there. So as soon as they give us a confirmation that they have stopped that, we will pick that back up. We talked about the number 2 clarifier drive and oxidation ditches repairs at the wastewater treatment plant. Both of those are significant. We sincerely appreciate the investment into the facilities. Those are critical pieces of equipment. Big focus moving forward, obviously, for Public Works, we've got mowing, leaf brush collection, the typical summer items as we move into fall. Also supporting the intake project. We've had a few leaks as well that we're focusing on getting repaired. I think they got one knocked out earlier today. And then I'll just offer, which they're still here, if anybody's still here for the Girl Scouts, if they need any help whatsoever, we would be happy to assist. So that'll be a good project.
Yeah. Another question.
Yes, sir.
At the water treatment plant, we look out one employee with a class 4, and that's all.
I'm glad you said that, Mr. Thompson. I meant to mention, we have Orlando Lopez also. Orlando is a resident of Chatham. He's been at one of our other water treatment facilities. We're going to be working him back in towards the end of this year. So he's been on site for the last couple months, assisting with operations and training, along with Mr. Hamill, who he would be the second most experienced operator we have in the system.
Can you operate with a class 4?
You can operate with a ORC on file, and Orlando is the ORC.
Okay. What's his classification?
He's got a class 1.
Oh.
I believe so.
All right.
I'll confirm that, but I'm pretty sure it's a class 1. He's top off. So. He also works at El Castro down there, so if you see it, you can help him about it.
Yeah, I run into him once in a while.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Any other questions for Matt?
Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
All right, now we'll move on to Public Works for the town of Chatham. Since July the 15th, I've met with 3 contractors to get quotes to replace the air conditioning unit at the medical center, which completely went out. Received the occupancy permit, ComSource has moved in. The only complaint I've received from them is the air conditioning unit. Let them know we've already in the process of getting that taken care of. Marked 1 grave for the funeral service, assisted with a monument permit, assisted 3 individuals with questions regarding burial plots. assisted 3 citizens with water leaks, 1 citizen with low water pressure. Infomark has installed 3 Verizon endpoints. We got 2 more that need to be installed that just came in on Friday. We're gonna work to replace all 49, I believe it was, of the endpoints that went down. I think Nick brought that up last month. As of August the 1st, we were only down to 11 endpoints that were not transmitting readings. He mentioned the properties on North Main Street. I also wanna mention the one at 110 Little Street. They're doing a lot of work to that property. If you haven't seen it, I suggest go by and take a look. It looks pretty good. And I'd like to thank all the council members who have helped me over the past couple of weeks. I greatly appreciate it.
One question.
Okay.
The fire hydrant, have we installed the last fire hydrant down near the railroad track?
No, we have not. We are working I think we gotta get in touch with, Dewberry. Am I right with that?
Ames gonna install it, should be the end of August. I'm thinking they're coming back in town the end of August, to finish up the, water intake connection at the water plant and the hydrant.
Yeah, looks pretty lonely laying down on the ground.
Well, they changed the location of it because where it originally came out, it requires a VDOT cut
Yeah.
and shut down that road.
It was very close to the
It
street.
really was, and the purpose for that was really talking with Malcolm and Columbia and Dewberry, was like, we just really need it down so it supports the event center and Columbia Forest.
Right.
And Malcolm and his team found a spot that's off the road, on the line, closer down there anyway, so
That can support.
So it'll be-
Columbia Farms?
it'll be the front end of the assistance to it, so.
Probably.
They'll have some down there. We'll
Right,
have-
I'll take that and install it in front of the.
Well, we still don't have anything that would cover HT Farms either, so if they have an event, fire or something down there, so.
Any other questions from the clerk?
Can I ask one, Madam Mayor? So can you explain a little bit more about the HVAC units out at the medical center? So how many are there out there?
There's 3. There's 2 on the roof and 1 on the ground. From my understanding, 1 on the roof runs the side that ComSource is renting out. The other runs the hallway and the back side of the medical center, and then the one on the ground is running for Danville Dental.
And the 2 that are on the agenda, are they both completely inoperable?
One of them is completely out. They're both 25 to 26 years old. They said the second one that is on the roof is on its last leg, and it's already starting to show some
And
trouble.
is that affecting the tenants within the building?
No, well, ComSource, yeah, now it is.
Now that they.
Now that
Right.
ComSource has moved in.
Now that they're in there, is that in fact, it's impacting our tenants?
Yes.
Okay, right,
And the other thing is that the bid we got, by putting both of them in at the same time, we saved
$9,000.
$9,000.
Okay.
So it made sense to do them.
I'm going to get to that too, but delay a point of order, I hate to be on this, but the questions for being asked by staff or for council members only, so I'd like to remind council that this is questions from council members, not staff to staff.
Anything else for Sarah? Alright. Let's go on to the chief of police.
Calls for service was 125, arrest summons violation was 66.
Randy, have you, been doing anything about parking lately? Changing
Yes.
procedures?